Hello everybody, it's Mike with Spray Jones and ThinkSprayFoam.com. We're taking a look at some different spray foam installations. Spray foam is going into a large mansion, high-end home here, which is typical for using closed cell 2-pound foam in Canada and the US. And we're going to take a look at a couple of details, how we detail them out, why we do them this way. We get a lot of questions asked about why are you guys taping studs? And I think this is a really good example to show the difference between a stud that is taped and isn't, and why we would do it and how it would work. So take a closer look up here as to how well the tape works to remove things. So this is an example of a double wall. Normally you wouldn't be taping this, but my guys tape everything. And the reason being is this, all right? Simplicity's sake is if this is untaped, you're now forced to scrape it or keep the foam off of it. Now, some guys are detailed out and they can keep the foam off, but we like the foam to come up the sides. This is the outer stud. This is the inner. And this inner stud, it's just this easy to clean. They get the tape, the 2-inch packaging tape, and they just pull it and off it comes. Now, I'm not going to pull it all off because they're in the middle of actually finishing out the job. But you can see that the stud face is clean and neat. And we actually find that that is a much better visual appearance than a scraped stud, because people actually relate a quality job first with their eyes. If things look straight, true, clean, and neat, if they look scraped, lumpy, bumpy, they're gonna assume that there's more problems. But you can see inside of this double wall here, we've wanted to overspray certain areas like this, but if we wanted to keep this clean, we tape it, pull it off, and the tape can go on the ground. So here's just an example of how quickly and easy it is to clean up. The tape comes off like this. You just pull, and the whole entire piece is gone. And then this can just be easily broken down and thrown into the garbage can, or you'll put plastic on the ground, throw all of your trash in the plastic, roll it up like a gigantic cigarette, and you're good to go. We like the spray foam coming up the sides of the studs. We really do. And that helps give us some additional air sealing inside of the cavity versus having a large amount of the stud exposed. So this is the reason that we want it to come up the sides, and we tolerate dealing with the overspray. A lot of people said, well, can't you get it cleaner? Yes, we can. We don't have to overspray up that close. But even if I was detailed at really putting the spray foam on clean in between, I'd still tape the stud face, because just a moment of overspray, or you're having a bad day and there's a haze on there, you don't want drywallers complaining. And I really just do not want to have to go around and scrape the stud face. I don't mind shaving the foam, but scraping studs on a 10-foot wall is a big hassle. And you saw just how quickly it is to take this off, and it packages up easy and quick, and it's a fast, neat, and easy job. Now, when it comes to the tape, the cheapest 2-inch packaging tape, the better. In fact, the more expensive tapes work poor because they stick too well. And sticking really, really well means it won't release off the stud, like you saw how easy it was for me to pull that off. That's what you want. You do not want to be fighting with the glue on the tape, at which point the tape starts breaking and snapping, and it's a real hassle to clean off. So 2-inch packaging tape saves you a ton of cleanup on the back end.